Bottas and Perez turning back on the grid for the 2026 F1 season. I didn't see it coming. Not social media, not the press, and not even themselves. Cadillac looked at the entire driver market and said, fresh talents? No way. World champions? Too expensive. Reliable drivers? Boring. Let's take the cooked ones.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Yep, you heard that right. Cadillac, the brand that built cars so big they could be apartments, is officially joining Formula One, a luxury icon stepping into the loudest sport on earth. And they're not just showing up, they're expanding the grid. For the first time in over a decade, Formula One will have 11 teams. But here's the thing, out of everyone they could have chosen, they picked 2 drivers the world had already moved on from. Cadillac saw experience and called it potential.
It's the mail truck!
So, let's talk about them. On one side, Valtteri Bottas, the man who spent 5 years perfecting the art of being second to Lewis Hamilton. Before growing a mustache and disappearing into the Finnish wilderness, he came back different. Like started making his own weird calendar. Yeah, that one, the river butt photo shoot nobody asked for, but somehow everyone saw. That's Bottas now, a man at peace with nature, the beard, and his own marketing team.
Being the third driver for the team, people actually think I'm not really doing much, but that's not true. I'm actually very busy. And what about the skin suit? Should I wear that skin suit? Because it's a bit more aero, I think.
That's my honest reaction to all of this, guys. Anyways, he's not done, he's just in a side quest era. And on the other side, Sergio Perez, the man, the myth, the tequila brand in human form, aka Checo, aka Mr. Street Circuit, aka El Crashador, aka the Wall Whisperer, aka the Mexican Minister of Defense, and lately the Minister of Love. The guy who can win in Monaco and then DNF in Monaco, who went wheel to wheel with Verstappen and somehow managed to lose it and get blamed for it. He loves walls more than FIA loves inconsistent penalties, or more than Verstappen loves Hamilton. Either way, the walls keep winning. He treats barriers like dance partners, and tequila like race fuel. Crashes in Monaco, Singapore, Baku, basically every city with nightlife and concrete. One weekend he's defending like a hero, the next he's defending his front wing from the wall. He crashes everywhere or gets stuck in gravel, and somehow still manages to miss Q3 with the most dominant car in F1 history. He's not a crash driver, he's just testing the FIA's barrier quality control program. You know, doing the Lord's work, just like his idol. Together, it's like putting 2 retired DLCs into one update and calling it Next Gen. Another EA update, same drivers, new logo, or a better advertising. I can't believe I'm still narrating this, and you're still watching. That's kind of impressive for both of us. So you know, do what people do when they're secretly enjoying something they didn't plan to watch this long. Now, look, there were options. Plenty of options. Young guns like Theo Pocher, Jack the Freak Doohan, Mick Schumacher, Joe Gunn, Arvid Lindblad, Mick Schumacher, and why not Kevin Magnussen? Because apparently he's still classified as youthful anger.
Han prøver på yderbanen. Once again, most unsportive driver of the Suck my balls, man.
American stars like Colton Herta, Logan the Goat Sargent, Alexander Rossi, names you'd expect when Cadillac says let's go racing. And of course, Nicholas Latifi, now with a college degree and probably a stronger sense of purpose than half the current grid. The man literally went from spinning at turn 1 to academic excellence, and got Nelson Piquet Jr. as his role model. Hell, even Ricciardo was technically available. The guy's whole brand is smiling, chugging Red Bull, and convincing grown men to drink fruit juice in front of cameras.
There you go. Brave lads.
Okay.
Cadillac saw all of that and still said, Nah, gave me the cooked ones. They've could picked rising talent, they've could picked American hype, they've could pick literally anyone with momentum, but apparently Cadillac had other priorities. Hire drivers who peaked in 2017? Done. Confuses everyone? Done. Ignore F2? Easy. Have mustache and ass pics? Too easy. Make America fast again slogan? Printing. Win races? Optional. Maybe they just wanted peace. 2 drivers too tired to start drama. Or maybe they just wanted memes. But here's where it gets weird. The more you think about it, the more it actually makes sense. Let's start with Bottas. 225 race starts, 10 wins, 67 podiums and 20 poles. And roughly 7,000 polite radio messages saying, copy James.
Verstappen. But I don't know why Mercedes are really doing this.
Valtteri, it's James. Please abort the fastest lap attempt before the end of the lap.
James, it's Valtteri. Fuck you.
Calm, consistent, a man who's seen both sides of the garage. Hamilton's domination and Alfa Romeo's depressions. Then there's Checo Perez. 270 plus race starts, 6 wins, 37 podiums and at least a dozen DNFs that could double as street art installations. He's the Minister of Defense, the people's champion and only driver who can crash and trend on Twitter in 3 languages. He brings experience, sponsors, and a fan base bigger than the half the midfield combined. He's also the only man who treats qualifying like a trust fall exercise. And when you remember Cadillac is new to F1, you realize they don't just need raw speed. They need stability, markability, and memes per minute. So maybe the memes hide a master plan. And the fans, they had opinions. Cadillac really said, let's build a retirement home of speed. Checo's gonna love those long straights until he finds a wall. Bottas x Checo, peace and pain motorsports. Unironically, my new favorite team. Cadillac didn't just join Formula 1, they joined the algorithm. Whether you're laughing at them or cheering for them, everyone's talking about Cadillac, and that's already a big win. Looking ahead to 2026, things are going to look very different. Audi will finally join the grid, Red Bull will run its own power unit program with Ford. For the first time in over a decade, Formula 1 will welcome an 11th team, Cadillac, backed by General Motors. It's a serious project, factory support, huge budgets, access to wind tunnels, simulation tech and ambitions to prove that American engineering can stand next to Europe's finest. But joining Formula 1 in the cost cap era isn't easy, even with GM behind them. Cadillac will face what every new team faces: logistics, data, reliability and finding those last tenths that money can't buy. That's where Bottas and Perez actually make sense. 2 veterans who know how to develop a car, guide a team and stay calm when everything catches fire, sometimes literally. Bottas understands the grind of building from midfield. Perez knows how to bring sponsors, attention and millions of loyal fans. Together they gave Cadillac something numbers can't show: credibility. Nobody accepts miracles. The first year will be about survival, structure and making the finish line more often than the highlights reel. But if they can get the basic right, reliability, strategy and a car that isn't allergic to Q3, Cadillac could quietly become one of the smartest long-term projects in modern F1. 2 drivers, once written off, now the backbone of something completely new. Nobody asked for this F1 duo, but Cadillac did. Nah, let's take the cooked ones. Alright, your turn. What do you think of this duo? Did Cadillac make the boldest move in years or just build the fastest midlife crisis on wheels? Drop it in the comments. Who would have signed instead? Bottas and Perez or someone completely different? I'm reading everything. Seriously. Half of those videos start from your memes anyway. And hey, if you made it this far, you're officially a freak. But hey, so am I. That's why this works. Hit that like button, share the chaos, and check out my other socials. I'm active everywhere, just like Verstappen at Sim Racing 24/7. And next up on the channel.